Hey guys, this is the Cuber's Archive, and today I'll be showing you how to solve this F2L case without rotating your cube. This is case number 15. If you're new to this series, go and watch these videos if you want to improve your F2L skills. Now let's move on with the video. So when you get this case, when the edge is solved but the corner is not, the intuitive way to solve this would be to rotate, turn the top layer, and then you would solve it this way. Instead of solving it that way, there's actually 4 different ways that you can solve this case without rotating. Now the first 3 are easy to learn and mostly intuitive, so I'm not going to show you the algorithms for those. Now the 4th one is slightly more complicated because it involves D moves, so I'll show you the algorithm for that one because it's going to be really useful whenever you get this case. So the first way is to turn the U face, and then you take this edge out, and that creates a split pair, so you just U2 and then insert it. So personally, I don't like this way of doing it because the finger tricks are not very good. You're actually overworking your right hand too much. Now the second way you'd solve this case without rotating would be turning the U face this way, where the corner is in the back and the white is facing to the back, and you would do an R U2, R prime, and that creates a split pair, so you can just turn the U face again and then insert it. Now this way I think the finger tricks are actually better because you get to alternate between both hands when you're performing it. Now the third way to solve this case, and I think it's the worst way you should do it because it takes 11 moves as opposed to 7 moves for the first 2. And it goes like this. You're going to turn the U face just like the first way, but instead of taking this edge out, you're going to insert this corner, and then you're going to adjust the U face where the edge is on the right side, and then you're going to do a double sexy. Now before I get into the 4th way of doing it, which is probably the best way of doing it, involves the D layer, there's a couple things to note about the first 2 algorithms that I showed you, which can definitely improve the way you solve F2L. For example, in this case, you need to solve this pair in this back slot. And the best way to do that would be using the first algorithm that I showed you, which automatically pairs it up to where you can just easily insert it into the back left slot. Next would be this example when you need to solve this case into the slot adjacent to it. And the way you'd solve it this way is to use the second way that I showed you, which is to hide this corner, U2, and then bring it back. And that pairs it up perfectly, and you can just do a wide F insert. Now let's get into the 4th way that you would solve this case. Now what I'm about to show you would be considered an advanced F2L algorithm. So if you're just learning beginner F2L, I wouldn't recommend learning this, as it would be more beneficial to learn how to solve other cases more efficiently. So first you're going to do a U and then do this algorithm. As you can see, that algorithm is really fast. Not only is it fast, but it can also do this. It preserves the orientation of all the top layer pieces. And another cool thing about this algorithm is that if you get it on the left side, you can basically use the same algorithm, but instead of doing a D prime, you're going to do a D move. So the algorithm goes like this. One thing to note about this algorithm is that it's actually called a conjugate. And a conjugate is when you do any number of setup moves, perform an algorithm, and then undo those setup moves. For example, this ZBLL case. What you can do to solve this is an F prime, do a JPerm, and then undo that F prime. And that solves the cube. So for this F2L case, the setup moves are R prime, D prime, R, and then the algorithm is U prime, and then undoing those setup moves. And since the algorithm only involves turning the U face, that means this corner can be at any position on the top layer. So after you've done the setup moves, you would simply put the corner above the slot you're wanting to solve, and then undo the setup moves. And of course, if you want to solve this case from the back angle, the best way to do it is to do the second algorithm that I showed you, but you're performing it from the back, so it's a little bit different. So you're going to move this corner facing you, do an R prime, U2, R, and that's going to create this split pair to where you can just insert it in the back like that. Now, if you thought this video was helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.